and my energy paralyzed. I'm like a finger 11. Take a second. I'm
Let me find my phone for the shirt.
You was scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me.
They all watching my game right now. They all want me to lose. Get her from right there, please. Like, keep her from right there while I'm in this game. It's the last thing I need to hear right now.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Are over. It's all
I put it up. I just shared it to the group.
Time as we're underway here in week 13. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
Sometimes they be tripping on that. They still get a kick out of that.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially.
Yeah, they still get a kick. At first, I know I'm saying though, they still get a kick. Sometimes they show records, sometimes they don't. Yeah. They still getting a kick out of that shit.
The 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing
a game I should win.
To feed him the football.
I gotta make sure I stay on top of my shit.
Second down, a run with Breida. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes they're even called cadence. Just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And 3.
Tua going to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They run for it with Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space.
What's name?
Make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down.
I got a hold of his own.
6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Breida. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, she caught me.
Give
me that shit. He caught me, though. He threw the wrong pass. You hear me?
Picked off at the 38, 30, the 20.
He definitely had me, Vito. You hear me? He had me. You hear me? He had me, Vito.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped
Vito.
into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing
Vito.
more and more
He had me,
around
Vito.
the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think, so they can be in the right position, be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off.
I definitely committed. You hear me?
Back for a touchdown.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Yeah, because I knew it. I'm trying to catch his timing. Like, I've been catching his little cadence and shit. He trying to keep going. Just trying to make sure I got caught slipping right there. He misjudged. I think about misjudging that shit. He think he's going to get that shit again. I ain't going.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their
now I
next
can sit here and just play some football and just relax a little bit.
Position through the
now he fucked up.
Obviously costly.
But they can't afford
definitely ain't getting that shit off no more.
All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press.
Now we can play with our heads down. You hear me?
Have to be better with the football.
Feel me, Vito?
Bother you too much last night.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Sliding out of the
dog, man. I fucking hate that dog. Man, shut the fuck up, man. That shit that threw me all the way out when he started fucking barking, man.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Fuck is he barking for?
Red zone. I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams
he fucked me all up because of that shit. There, man. You got me fucked up, man. Hey, Jackson, man, you shut the fuck up, man. All that dumbass barking shit, man. For no fucking reason.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Washington now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The first quarter with the score Bengals 7, Dolphins nothing.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now
Good
they set
tackle,
up the
boy.
screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives.
I can share it to the group. I just shared this game pop up on my phone.
3 points. So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
25-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Told you, Joe started today, Vito.
Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has.
You see what he just did?
Back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year.
Watch out,
I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
It's a different back.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
That's Joe. That's what Joe do.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals
that's what Joe do.
grow their lead.
niggas get to bouncing up off of him. You hear me?
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, something I say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
Look, got a nigga perfect out there on the kickoff return. You hear me?
At the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football.
You know why he out there, folks.
If you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment.
Get caught slipping. He gonna rock your ass. That shit's 90 more hit power.
They give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
I might get him his collar gun. He's slow as hell.
And he's gonna lose yardage here.
He just there for kick return, kickoff purpose only, and punt return purpose. Like 90. Him and Gaither, I'm keeping both. You see, I got both of them boys out there, man. What? Got me fucked up. I think 89 and something like that, and 90 celebration. They all fast, both of them.
On second down,
good play. Can't throw it.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Joshua Kelly is running back. The
fucked up part about it, because they ain't going to be open this time, though.
Brings up third down and 11.
Here's Tua. He's going to let this one go deep.
Look at that shit.
He fires one that's intercepted.
That's my nigga.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question.
Jackson! What's going on, y'all?
They're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check
Jackson!
on it. The team is going to check on it. Because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. From midfield now, Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
Yeah, man. What you thought this was? Billy Price?
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play,
cool. I got somebody
never
right
lock
there.
in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy.
Billy Price been doing good this season.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up. First and 10.
I got a young left tackle, a nice young right tackle, and an old school at center. We good. And then I got Joe. That's what he do. You saw he run through the holes, you know.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, he going pass.
Gain of 5 brings up second down.
I ain't tripping, bro. I get all back, man. You just don't understand. One thing for sure I ain't about to do right now, I'm not about to throw my interception.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22.
Oh, not my left tackle.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver.
Sit down
His
right
way
now.
into another first down.
I ain't gonna put Billy Price back in. His ass sitting down.
To start, but boy,
Look like niggas about to start dropping like
of
flies.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Now Dobbins.
You see I got the... You see me beat on?
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
You shot. Fucked him up, huh?
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
He stopped like, I stopped in this. Shook his shoulders, he was on.
And they will stretch the lead now to 17.
You sit out for this game. I ain't
So
gonna
a
go through
capper
that.
there to a pretty good
I can take both of y'all sitting out this game. We'll be all right. They both sitting out, you know.
before they put the field goal on the board.
This carries into the end zone.
Can't make it work with these old linemen that's in there, then it's over. I'll take a break.
Take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation,
look at the Bengals rallying into the ball, Vito.
Do know there's some risk takers
What?
out
You
there.
feel me?
They may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Jackson.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Let me go,
Being
Joe. Let me go,
chased
Joe.
out
Let me go,
left.
Joe. Let me go, Joe.
And
Look
now
out.
he's going to use his legs.
Watch out. You see, he knocked the cameraman down. Anybody hit Joe right now, man. Can't let you hit. I can't let you hit that, man.
All day long, they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a carry for Dobbins. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Oh, he ain't going to put his hands up.
So good work there on the defensive side.
The throw was on point.
And until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
I bet you he won't do that shit again.
Try and throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And that's
fool
inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way.
I had 2 niggas open, Vito.
Down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3.
See that shit?
Maybe 10. Not there.
He pissed me off, bro. He got me fucked up.
Make a drastic shift forward.
That's Joe Burrow. I'll take that.
So that'll back him up 5.
Oh, this shit back down. Thanks. Sometimes the penalty be saving a nigga.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Look, you see what they made me do? Look.
Taken down 33, a pickup of about 4.
Really, that was no surprise.
Let me get back to football. You're
all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace.
Vito.
This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
God damn it. Got me back to the basics.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
Look.
He's going to get this
Heading lost.
Inside the 15.
Heading
lost. On
lost.
1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating
And
right
I told them boys to sit out. Them boys came back in, Vito.
On second
that's
down,
jump.
Mixon.
I
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. J.K. Dobbins, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
I had to, Vito.
Really increased their coverage. Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me.
14 now.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things
I know
looking
14 ain't shit though, but goddamn it,
Not
he a
only
rookie
pulling
still.
away, but you
Getting them
mentioned
personal
that slowly
goals.
but
You hear me?
surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
You are your star. You hear me?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down
That ain't
3
gonna work.
touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He sets to fire deep.
Oh, I tried to go pick that one, Vito.
Incomplete.
I tried to go get that one,
It'll be
Vito.
3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that will be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here we go on 4th down with Tua. He's going to have
Come
his
on.
running back. It's
I
complete.
forgot to do
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Fuck, I forgot
The
that. Got the
conversion
one
is
small adjustment,
successful
Vito.
with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On 1st down, Tagovailoa.
See that shit? Watch. Look. Watch what Carl Lawson do,
I
Vito.
don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a
Watch what
rookie
Carl Lawson
quarterback
do,
in this
Vito.
league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key
I
for
don't think I
this
do,
guy
man.
is
I'm telling
will
you,
he be
give
able
it
to
a
bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
He's going to go for a big
I'll
play
take that.
downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game,
Can't
it
afford
comes to
no
mind
injuries.
that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Nigga, this ain't that, man. You see how I clicked on 2 different ones? I clicked on 2 different people for that.
They chose the latter.
This one that. Yeah. This ain't that, Vito. He tripping.
Taking a risk here early in the new year. They're going to go for it. They do go for it.
Look. I'll take that too. Man, look at that Bengals defense, Vito.
Boy, a real head scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
That looks more like it right there to me. You hear me?
And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Touchdown, Vito, if I get it right. Come on, Joe.
Whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
That was going to be some different shit for him. You hear me? Coming from a different person. Here you go, Black. Where'd that come from?
Up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Nigga, that's how you do that.
That is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
That's how you do that, player.
His first touchdown on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Vito.
Terry connecting on the extra point.
Was that beautiful?
That'll increase their lead to 28. Fielded in the end zone.
Personally, you got to get quick draw first, man. I like quick draw, man, more than anything. Like, to get the pass and quick to throw the ball faster, like animation. You hear me? Under pressure, anything. Yeah, that's kind of hard.
First down, Miami, as they get.
Yeah, it depends on what type of.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it. But
Look, see what I'm saying? But we'll tell you this though, Vito. You see how he just got that?
Didn't happen.
That penalty?
Confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the ball.
I've noticed I get a lot of them from doing that. I get a lot of them from doing that. You hear me? I don't know what. Just take that tip.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Because I know you behind, man.
Down to possibly take a shot, and in fact,
just mix it in with your shit.
Backfield on 2nd and inches.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your
Wow, you about to see it again.
athlete a chance to make something.
You'll see it again. You'll see the rush I'm talking about, though, bro. It probably don't happen all the time, but you get it like, man. Listen, here he.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's
now, Shell getting the same animation, Vito. Keep it.
He's going to have the Dolphins first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Tua now on 1st down.
Well, she jugging, though.
He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd down.
Tua to throw again. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards, a first down.
Yeah, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks.
Nope. Xbox Series.
Into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy.
Sure.
They practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations.
Yeah, and what division?
Box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world that's a challenge.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And he'll get it up near the 35.
Let's get on Drew talking.
Here. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now Joe Mixon. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Brings up 4th down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 6-yard gain. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
They run again with Breida. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And some room to run now. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Matt Breida actually had the fastest play of 2019, hitting 22.3 miles an hour on an 83-yard touchdown run, and he was moving here too.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And the numbers here don't lie. According to the Next Gen stats, he topped out at an even 22 miles an hour. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run here with Dobbins. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They go play action with Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On a D-fool.
On 3rd down, Burrow dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep.
Look at that shit.
Inside the 20. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Fuck out of here,
Got
man.
it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Vito.
CJ Uzomah.
I got a little small shit in the bag for shit. Man, you see that? You see that throw?
The Bengals are able to grow their lead.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
He was brought down by Trey Waynes. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 30.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. On 2nd down, a run. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go
man,
anywhere.
you little niggas retarded.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
It's 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bengals, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
She got me.